All right, everyone. Today we're going to take a look at a family-centered community called Middleton. This area is south of the Turnpike, south of 470, which is now Central Parkway. They're in phase 1 of building the homes, which you can see. None of these homes were here last time we did it. This is where all the families that work in the villages, well, not all of them, but they're opening up housing areas for families that are employed within the villages. I saw a comment on one of my videos. There's going to be more than 8,000 homes in this area, which is just massive. I mean, that's probably going to go all the way down to Brooksville would be my guess. And we're going to take a closer look at this whole community. The charter schools, both the K through 8 and the high school, are expected to open in the fall of 23. So that will be next school year, and we're coming up on that now. We're already almost done with this school year, which just zoomed by, if you ask me. I mean, I work obviously in a high school, and the beginning of the year I always go slow, but the second half goes pretty quick, and we're almost there. We actually end school in just a little over a month from now. You can see the construction and these houses going up. Something interesting I realized about this community is that they're not building the houses right next to each other. It's more sporadic, spread out, probably as people are buying the lots within the area. I know that they've released phase 1 and phase 2 hasn't started yet. You can see in the background the quarry and Coleman federal prisons over there, also to the right side at some point. You won't see a whole lot of that. One of the parks is right up here. We're going to take a look at that in a second here. There's several parks, a lot of walking paths, and of course bike paths and golf cart paths. They wanted it to be 15 minutes to walk to the charter schools from any corner of this area. And here's Thurston Park. This is the one farthest to the west. You can see the pool. A lot of family-centered things around Middleton Square. Middleton Square is where all the retail is going to be. Retail, entertainment. And as far as I've heard, these families will not have access to your villages, rec centers, or the amenities outside of Middleton. It will only be the amenities within Middleton. But the developer is just planning to make sure that they have all the amenities that they need right down here in Middleton, that they won't even want to leave this area. I did watch the latest video about this area, and they were talking about something that I found kind of interesting, which was they were talking about the only reason you'd want to leave the community would be for an airport or to go somewhere else. And it got the wheels turning that maybe that might be coming one day into this community. Maybe not Middleton, but into the villages community. So here you see the K through 8 school here. This is all brand new. You can see all the playgrounds are up. All the outside activities. You have the tennis courts. There's pickleball courts around here. The tracks in the background to the right. You'll be able to see the high school is a little further along than the elementary and middle school here. The field's almost all done. The football field as well as the stadium is pretty close to done at the high school. And you can see in the background, they are getting after it quite a bit. A lot of traffic in this area, a lot of work going on. Central Parkway was only one way. You could only go one way in, one way out. So if you're going to drive down to check this area out, make sure that you're spending time or you have enough time to do it. You can see the softball/baseball field back there as well. Now this is the high school. So this is the new high school that they're putting in. Again, this is going to be open or they say it's going to be open the beginning of next school year, which is only about 4 or 5 months away now. And you can see the football field and baseball field, softball fields in the background there. They really do have one of the top programs, top of the line schools in the area. There are so many people that will do their best just to get at least 20 hours in the villages so that they qualify to bring their kids to these schools. And now that you can actually move into Middleton and live here, I can't imagine what that's going to create. I know years ago when they created the original charter school, a lot of people were wondering why they would put a high school and elementary school in the villages, and it did not take very long for people to start wanting to get their kids into those schools because of the funding and the amount of like the high-end programs that they offer. They offer so many different things that you can't get at local high schools. I mean, look at the football field. It's tremendous. The stadium is huge, top of the line. And it's very impressive what they've done here. The school gets a lot of funding raised from local residents. And so they have plenty of that to go around. You can see the pool there is being paved out, finished, getting ready to be built. And this is the high school itself. It's very interesting how quickly, I mean, it seems like it's been snapped together real quick, but it really has been a process over the last 1.5 to 2 years. The Child Development Center is that building to the right with the red roofs on it. So basically, Child Development Center or the daycare. I'm excited to see this area really get picked up and done. The only thing about this area, and I know that they want everybody to stay in Middleton, or they don't want everybody to stay in Middleton, but they want everybody to have what they need to just stay within Middleton and not want to leave the community. But this area is so far from everything else. If you're looking to go to any other city, you're at least looking at 45 minutes. 45 minutes from Claremont, at least 45 minutes from Ocala. I would say 45 to an hour from Tampa and Orlando, at least probably an hour from Orlando. Because it's very landlocked, not close to the turnpike. I mean, you're probably 10 or 15 minutes away from the turnpike or I-75, but that's still a little bit of a drive just to get there to head on to where you're going. That would be the only downside I see of this area. As they build up around it, especially with Bushnell, what they've done in Wildwood has really come a long way just outside of the villages, and Sumter County's done a great job bringing that back, and so has the city. So as these areas build up, that might change, but that would be the only downside I see. Let me know in the comments what you think about this area. Good, bad, and different. I like to read them all. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.